shapes our private life, our public life, and also, let us say this, our relationship to the state of Dubai. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Dr. Thomas.
We are sitting here at the Movement Day in Dubai, which is a meeting of Christians from all over the Middle East, but I have the privilege to present to you the Evangelical Alliance from Qatar, which is presented here too. And my friend who is chairing the Evangelical Alliance in Qatar. Let me ask you first, of course, what your name, who you are, but also how long do churches exist in Qatar?
Yes, yeah. My name is Bishop Beda Robles, a Filipino nationality, but serving the Lord for almost 33 years now. I came in Qatar for almost that year, 1987.
Oh dear,
and
that's long ago.
We are so thankful that these churches in Qatar now is continuously growing, but still we are praying that this government of Qatar will give us at any time, any moment, this 2023 after the World FIFA Games. And I even sent already follow-up to the government for the allotment of the land. And I'm so thankful that the Qatar Evangelical churches are all in a good hand, and the Lord also had given and touched even the heart of the Emir to give us that religious complex for all the Christian churches in Qatar.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And so you have the plans already for the building and everything?
Yes,
yeah?
yes. We have the plan. Actually, all the design in the plan of the building, the worship center for evangelical churches in Qatar, are all now finished. It's finished, but I'm still asking for another 10,000 additional land, because as of this time, it's growing.
So
now,
that means if you would go for the original size, the moment it is built, it would be too small?
Yeah, it will be small, because you know, truly the evangelical in Qatar is growing. So many, because you cannot anymore add some additional churches, new churches in that religious complex. What they are now doing, they will come to the evangelical, and then they will ask, please, I want to be under the evangelical.
Yeah.
So these are the things.
Yeah. Okay. The people watching us, listening us, want to know what can Christians around the world pray for when it comes to the church in Qatar.
Now, my request is that continue to pray for the evangelical in Qatar. And one thing that is, it really inspired me in it, and put in my, it was engraved in the tablets of my heart, what we have shared in the last conference in Jordan, that this project of the church in Qatar will no longer be our project only by the evangelical in Qatar, but this will be a project, a pilot project by all the WAA all around the world. So this will be a great and powerful testimony that evangelical is one family.
Yeah. So, well, and it's typically here in Dubai, in your country, Qatar, that the governments are prone to see that you are part of a regional movement,
yes,
the Evangelical Alliance in the MENA region. You are part of a global movement.
Yes.
Yeah? And so the visionaries who started the World Evangelical Alliance 175 years ago, probably did not know how helpful this nowadays is in the Arab countries, that we have this global network, and they can see this is not just a bunch of churches here, but you are really part of a global family that stands for the same.
I'm so thankful for that we are a part of this WAA. We are alliance of WAA, and that, you know, my promise that this worship center of the evangelical will be the head office, will be the center of the WAA here in the Middle East.
Yeah, you know, we are working on it.
Yes.
And so, thank you. Please pray for Qatar,
Yeah. In this,
look up the colors.
yes, this is the declaration that evangelical now is in Qatar. Really, it's a powerful testimony that our Secretary General Bishop Thomas is wearing this Qatar emblem. And this is God's powerful testimony that we are one family.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.